guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I'm here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we did not expect to do another Star Wars video today.
But we shouldn't. We did too. Sorry, Mom.
It is the gift that keeps on giving here in the month of December.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker. Here we are talking about Star Wars, The Last Jedi, 2 years after it dropped in theaters, split the fandom, became probably one of the most divisive pop culture.
Not true. It's impossible. You're a hater. It's the best thing ever.
Shut up, Karen.
It should be dipped in gold and worshipped.
What?
I don't know.
Dip your lightsaber in gold, boys.
Give me some more wine.
Gather around. Okay, so anyway, everybody is throwing shade at The Last Jedi all of a sudden. Remember how for the last 2 years, everybody associated with Lucasfilm, everybody associated with Disney, has been fiercely defending The Last Jedi.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's ridiculous. If you don't like it, there's something wrong with you on any kind of level.
Now we're a week away from The Rise of Skywalker dropping. We already know that a lot of the plot leaks are probably true. And I have to wonder if the ticket sales aren't quite where they wanted them to be, because now even J.J. Abrams is throwing shade at The Last Jedi. It's like they're preemptively trying to prepare people for this colossal disappointment.
Yeah. He's even made comments like, oh, starting something's easy, ending, and I have trouble with endings. That, you know, there's already excuses being made.
They're already making excuses.
Before I go on anymore, hey, guess what? Subscribe if you haven't done so already. We're at like 80, almost 82,000.
Almost 82,000, yeah.
So yay! And we're trying to get to 100,000 because I really want a play button. So if you would please subscribe, that'd be great. And make sure you're still subscribed because they keep unsubscribing people.
They do. Sneaky YouTube being sneaky. All right.
Anyway, I was going to say that real quick. So you said about ticket sales.
Yes.
People have been writing us. And they are saying that they work at companies where they have vendors who have tickets because they work with Disney. Mm-hmm. And they're trying to give free tickets away to people to get them to go to the theater. Which kind of falls into that whole idea that maybe those seats were all sold out originally for a reason. Because they bought them themselves to give them out to other people.
Could possibly maybe be, there could be something to that, yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, because there's a lot of people said that there was a half the theater was considered sold out, and they were there as soon as it went up. So, and, you know, tickets, record-breaking, you know, pre-sales in the first, you know, few hours when they're owned by Disney.
Yeah.
So, I'm just saying.
How come we're not hearing anything about the Fandango records being broken? You know, I'm
no,
just...
They said that Fandango had some records. It was moving a lot at first through Fandango. Then you didn't hear about it anymore.
No, if it was still completely sold out, a complete slam dunk, a surefire success, they would be talking about it every damn day. Instead, what they're doing is you've got J.J. Abrams and you've got Daisy Ridley and now you've got John Boyega basically throwing shade at The Last Jedi, blaming The Last Jedi for what might be a disappointing Episode 9 turnout.
Well, they're not completely incorrect on blaming The Last Jedi for this, because they set up a lot of things that I thought in The Force Awakens it was very similar to the original trilogy. However, I understood why they did it. So I was actually looking forward to The Last Jedi because I was thinking we were going to get new Star Wars, but it was going to be cool new Star Wars. And instead we got subversion! And then we got called names.
Yeah, subversion, and then we got called names.
And then now they're stuck with whatever they got from the last movie, which is going to be really hard to work with because he kind of just shot down pretty much everything that was set up in the first movie. So no, we're not going to probably get a super great... we're gonna get the best with what they had to work with at this point, I think. Which isn't much.
Yeah, there's not much to work with. This Stormtrooper is gonna take out JJ. Subversion. He's gonna subvert our expectations.
Yeah, why are they all pointing guns at them? I don't know if they got caught doing that, but they are.
They're like, for the fandom! All right, so this is IO9. IO9 loved The Last Jedi.
Look, he doesn't look as uncomfortable in this picture as he did with the one with Rian Johnson.
Oh, God. So here we go. The best thing about the release of The Rise of Skywalker being so close is maybe finally we can stop talking about The Last Jedi or not. No. Rian Johnson's, in our opinion, excellent.
It's IO9. No shit, IO9. We kind of gathered that from all the articles you've been writing. Tell everybody else how they're wrong. Go ahead.
Right. The 8th chapter in the Star Wars saga was always going to be divisive. That's what middle chapters are. No, not usually.
No.
However, since its 2017 release, the film has somehow become more than a film to simply be argued about. It's becoming a lightning rod for Star Wars hatred.
Suck it. You're so full of crap. I don't even... Okay, says the media who keeps making it the lightning rod for Star Wars hatred. These people, any franchise for that matter. if these writers who are on there usually have some political leaning soapbox of whatever, get on there and they're like, mad about something, it doesn't matter whether it's accurate or not. They're going to spin it to be the way they want it to be, because their whole job is to cause drama even when there isn't any.
Yeah, well, that's just it. And
there's a hater under every rock.
I'm telling you, the hatred, I mean, the movie itself was balls, but the media stoked the outrage fires for 2 years. They just, I mean, constantly, they were trying to say that The Last Jedi was Russian bots. They were trying to say that...
Let's all laugh at the media.
I mean, the stupid stuff that was going on. They, and then, they kind of cooled off a little bit when Solo bombed, because it was kind of hard to make those excuses where, it was just a very vocal minority when,
it's not a vocal minority.
Yeah, a good portion of Star Wars fans did not turn up.
And the political argument, it's because you're a racist, misogynist, hater, whatever, or alt-right Yahtzee, except it's a worldwide issue, and not everybody has the same political beliefs. So
they were talking about how everybody was glowing about how great this movie was going to be. We were excited. We went to go see it. I'm like, damn, we're finally going to get to see Luke Skywalker kick some ass as a full-blown Jedi Master. No, he milked some space cows.
Disgustingly milking space cows and chugging the thing with the stuff running down his beard was just as exciting as watching him fight.
Yeah.
He got the thing in the end, but he didn't really fight. He just stood there.
He phoned it in. So, they're talking about how good it was supposed to be. And that was before people saw the movie. Now in 2019, on the eve of Abrams' sequel to the film, his tune has changed a bit.
Yeah,
J.J. Abrams talking about
probably allowed to say whatever he wants now.
Yeah, because J.J. Abrams was talking about how good the movie was.
Oh, he was like, I appreciated this and I appreciated that. He never actually came out and, you know what I mean? It was always like...
Well, what's he supposed to do? Come out and say, it was a bag of dog shit. It makes my job harder. Thanks, Rian. Thanks for that.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's all according to plan. It's like, no, it's not, and everybody knows it.
It's not according to plan. Speaking to the New York Times, the director praised The Last Jedi for being full of surprises.
Well, that's one way of putting it.
Full of surprises and subversion, all sorts of bold choices. That was then.
Subversion is not a good word. When you're talking about a fandom, and you're talking about movies in a in a IP, in a fandom, whatever, with a set, guidelines of what makes it those movies or whatever. Subversion is not a word you want to hear.
Yeah, people wanted... Look, the reason they were so excited about this new trilogy is they wanted Han, Luke, Leia. They wanted that familiar Star Wars,
I got it. Rian Johnson should appreciate this. Okay, so should IO9 and all those people. The fans... It wasn't because of misogyny, hatred, or whatever. They subverted their expectations. They subverted Ryan's expectations. They subverted the media's expectations. It's not hatred. It's not misogyny. It's not man-baby. It's subversion. So you have to accept it.
You have to accept it. And they also...
Media baby tears.
They also subverted Disney's accountants' expectations. Yeah, they did.
Subversion.
They did. First he was like, Abrams was like, it was full of surprises and subversion. Then he added this. On the other hand, it's a bit of a meta approach. A meta approach to the story.
They're using it how to teach how not to write movies.
Yeah, it's literally being used as how not... Being taught in colleges. We did a video on that. Being taught in colleges now as how not to write a screenplay. It's a meta approach. I don't think that people go to Star Wars to be told this doesn't matter, Abrams said.
No, they don't! They do not go to Star Wars to see that.
Finally, Abrams balanced his statement by suggesting The Last Jedi's relationship to the Rise of Skywalker was crucial, because overall it was a story that I think needed a pendulum swing in one direction in order to swing the other.
He's trying to be nice and be diplomatic. Basically, he's trying to, no. And this person, because they're so butthurt because they love The Last Jedi, I would expect nothing less, because these media outlets, they all suck up to this.
They're really stepping it up now. Now, they defended The Last Jedi for months, years.
Oh, no, he's still defending it. This person who wrote this article, he or she, whoever wrote this article, they're still doing it like, well, he balanced his statement by saying. No, I would like to see another article on this, because this person is clearly a Last Jedi lover, and they're like, didn't like that he said that, so he balanced it by saying. It's like, no. He's trying to be diplomatic because he's in a position where he has to be, but basically, people don't want to they don't want to go to the movies to be preached at.
So so they're already saying this up. I think they're already saying this up that if the Rise of Skywalker does not,
it's The Last Jedi's fault.
It's The Last Jedi's fault.
Which everybody's been saying this whole time.
That's what they're doing. So here we go. Nevertheless, the damage has been done. Haters of The Last Jedi have been pulling Abrams' quote out and holding it above their heads as a sign of victory, while Last Jedi fans have done the same as a sign of disgust.
You suck it.
In this case, both sides are kind of right. Abrams' quote feels kind of like a simultaneous...
He's playing both sides because he has to. He has to be diplomatic. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, it says, quote, feels like a simultaneous condemnation of both films and its both the film and its fans, plus throwing the massively successful film under the bus, just as its filmmaker is promoting his own also successful original film, Knives Out.
I want to talk about
crappy.
Knives Out for a moment. Whether Knives Out is a good movie or not is not the point. The point is that places like IO9 and all these ones that suck up to Rian Johnson at The Last Jedi, and that they're always calling people the fans' names and everything else, the fans that don't like it names and everything else. They're the ones that keep doing these articles about Frozen 2 and its box office numbers, and in all these articles, they're always have to put in there about Knives Out. Has nothing to do with Frozen 2 and the numbers and the records they're breaking, but they have to make sure they give it a shout out in there too in every article. Because it's Rian Johnson.
Don't cry, Ryan. It's okay.
We still love you.
We still love you, Ryan. It's okay. Ultimately, no matter what side you're on, we're all still talking about this. It's been years. It happened. It's done. Snoke is dead. Leia flew through space. Rey was told her parents were no one. Next week we'll find out how much, if any of that sticks. Even if you
Probably
don't like
none of it.
Probably none of it.
And if you don't like the film, I don't want to hear you whining about it on IO9.
They're going to. I think what's going to happen is you're going to have all the people who spent the last 2 years defending this. This is going to be literally a movie for no one. Mm-hmm. Because if the leaks are true, the hardcore Star Wars old school original trilogy fans are going to be completely pissed off, and the new fans are going to be completely pissed off. So they're
Good job, unite the fandom and being pissed off.
That's what's going to happen. You will unite the fans against Disney Star Wars, I think, if this movie plays out the way we think it's going to. They're like, well, wouldn't you love it if the new movie made you like The Last Jedi more?
It's not going to. I'm sorry. There's nothing in this world that's going to like people like... Wait, so this person's takeaway is The Rise of Skywalker sucks, but you like Last Jedi more because of it. That is the most stupid argument. Who wrote this? Seriously, what idiot?
I don't know. They're part of the Gizmodo Union. Jermaine Lucier?
Okay, Jermaine.
Like Jermaine?
Dude, you clearly have
Dudette, I don't know.
You clearly have a bias here. A very strong bias. And this whole article reeks of your bias. I mean, we have bias here at the show, too. But we don't try to hide it. We don't try to say that we're, we're out here reporting on, the news and being unbiased. So it's just...
They're way too late for this, though. They're like, if it undoes The Last Jedi, it's going to hurt Star Wars, not help it.
No, trust me.
It's
The
already
Last
dead.
Jedi can be wiped off existence tomorrow, and it's probably going to be for the better.
So speaking of throwing shade at The Last Jedi, Daisy Ridley and John Boyega are starting to voice their opinions. This is not a good look a week before the premiere.
Well, we knew John Boyega was going to let it fly. He's been wanting to.
So Daisy Ridley discussed fan disappointment in the film in an interview in July. She told USA Today, "I wasn't surprised. No, it's just a different thing. Everyone's going to have an opinion." We talked about that before. Talked about Mark Hamill. People are bringing it up again. They're bringing it up again. Just like in the last couple of days, they've been bringing this up.
But there was one I sent you with Boyega saying that Boyega's going the route of Henry Cavill in this, I think.
Yeah, so this is interesting. This is comicbook.com saying this, talking about the divide between the fans who support certain couples in the saga and not others might be lower stakes controversy, while the release of Star Wars The Last Jedi saw a surge of toxic fans who were quick to direct racist and sexist messages.
I'm so tired of this. They keep saying that they went after Kelly Marie Tran. That is not what happened. And if it was like a really small amount, like a tiny percentage of the people who didn't like it. So they keep using that. And I'm so tired of these stupid media outlets, and I am calling them stupid, because all they do is stir up shit for hits, and they just keep lying. And I'm so tired of the lies. Just stop it. Just stop lying. Anyway, you missed the whole point of the part, which was this whole thing. What John Boyega said was, there's like Reylos for Rey and Kylo Ren. And he talked about the fan supporting relationships. Navigating that for me has been interesting because I love all Star Wars. And I think that Star Wars should be a hub for imagination, and it should be an opportunity for you to be able to expand on the characters how you see fit. What I don't like is the conflict between ships. I think it's the most stupid thing in the world. Amen. This is Star Wars. It's a big universe. Someone can be a Reylo, and then, someone can like the fact that, Finn and Poe are together. Someone can like, Poe and Rey together. However, it's Star Wars. Let's all have fun. The conflict is when I'm like, all right, let's all calm down. This is Star Wars, not Tribal Wars.
But there's no shipping in Star Wars.
It's like, dude, the shipping is the worst.
The shipping is the worst. That was not something that existed in the original trilogy. I mean, people were kind of like, is Lego wind up with Luke or
yeah, the shipping thing is pretty much a new thing, mostly Tumblr. I blame Tumblr, now Twitter. So then he goes on, being in this position, you just understand the masses, how the masses think, through social media, we get to engage, we get to have fun. But at the same time, for those who are not mentally strong, you're weak to believe in every single thing that you read. I agree with that. That, is what it is. I don't know. For me anyway, when I see that backlash, I'm like, well, that's actually not true. But no, it's actually not true. So it's kind of like, it is what it is. But to engage, to connect with the fans who otherwise wouldn't get a day-to-day experience, especially during things like the press tour and behind-the-scenes stuff, it's always good.
I really do think that after this is over, there's gonna be a lot of dishing. I think the trio's gonna.
I'm hoping so. This is gonna get fun.
Mark Hamill's gonna write a freaking book.
I'm gonna get popcorn. I'm gonna sit back, watch the meltdowns, watch comicbook.com and CBR and IO9 and all them, watch their heads explode as they sit there and try to find another reason to call people names. Is this gonna be glorious? Popcorn and soda. Let's sit here. It's better than the movie.
Yeah, watching the drama around this movie is sure as hell going to be better than the actual movie. That's one thing I can almost guarantee you.
I don't know. I just think it's funny.
So here we go. It's going to be the blame game. They're already starting. They're laying the groundwork for the blame game, and we'll see what happens in about another week.
Ultimately, I think the blame is on Kathleen Kennedy because she should have made sure it was her job to make sure it all worked together and it had a flow, and that it wasn't like he was setting up stuff and Rian Johnson was doing subversion, and ruining it all. And now they have to backpedal. I mean, that was colossally dumb. I mean, that's just writing 101. I've said this 100 times, but it's true. There should have been an overarching story in place. There wasn't one, no matter what they say. Clearly, there wasn't one. Last Jedi shows that. And, they were going to have Rian Johnson do it. There should have been guidelines in place. Or better yet, not have Rian Johnson do it at all. He might be good at things like Knives Out, but Star Wars was not something he was good at.
Yeah, you can't really turn an indie director loose on something that's as established as Star Wars. Their thinking might have been, well, George Lucas was an indie director when he did Star Wars, but that was then. That was them without billions of dollars being on the line.
Yeah, I just feel bad for Oscar Isaac and John Boyega and even Daisy Ridley, because I think they could have maybe had a much better movies, much better characters.
Yeah.
And they kind of got shafted. Now they're stuck with that. I mean, could you imagine being excited you're going to be in Star Wars and thinking about this legacy and how it's going to be amazing, and then that's what you get?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I think we're going to hear some dishing. I think we're going to have, especially if they hit the convention circuit in a few years, I think there are going to be stories.
I know.
Once those non-disparagement clauses run out, and they've moved on to other things, and they don't really need Disney anymore. I think.
I wonder. Yeah, I think it's going to get interesting.
All right, so we're going to wrap it up?
Yeah, right now I just feel like, Merry Christmas, holy shit, where's the Tylenol?
All right. Goodbye.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching Clownfish TV. Please consider supporting the channel. Go to clownfishsupport.com. That's clownfishsupport.com. And if you want to join our community, go to clownfishtalk.com. That's clownfishtalk.com. Please subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications. We will talk to you next time.